Oh, how's it going? Reese here. Today I thought I would do a 2025 review of the Cold Steel Recon Tanto. Now I know there's a billion trillion videos on this knife, but there's just some things that maybe I don't know if anyone's point about this knife that I thought I would review. Now these are my two top favorite knives. This one is my all-time favorite, my custom Bk7, um, which is a great knife. I actually carried this quite a bit, even when I went out into town. I wore it. So I decided to retire that and buy the Cold Steel Recon Tanto. Now this knife, I've had it before. I've had it about ooh boy, two or three other times I've had it. I sold it twice. Gave one away, and I don't remember what happened to the other one, but I know that there was another one in there. But anyway, I've had this knife before, yeah, and it has served me well. Let's take it out of the sheath. I'll give you the quick specs on this knife. This knife is 7 inches. Handle is about 4 and 3/4 inches. The width of this knife is 3/4 of an inch, and the bottom here is just a 16th, just a hair shy of an inch. So 4 and 3/4 length handle at roughly uh, almost an inch, basically. But it's pretty good. It's got good traction coating. It's a rat tail tang, right? Don't get it twisted. It's a rat tail, but it is full tang. It is 5 millimeters thick. It has. This is what I love about this knife. This knife has two grinds. It's a dual grind. It has a hollow grind right along the main blade up until the yokote, which is that point right there. See that? So right here, it goes up, and it's a flat, not a flat. I mean a saber grind up there. So you have a saber grind there and hollow grind throughout the length. I mean, this is just a genius knife. It really is. It's hollow grind because it's good for slicing. Hollow grinds are awesome for slicing. Like, if you don't think so, check out Buck's knives. All of them, like the Buck 120, 119, 110, 112, etc. So, hollow grinds are perfect for slicing, and saber grind for strength. Look at that. It almost looks like a screwdriver from the side. Doesn't it? It looks like a screwdriver. It does. It looks like, hold like that. People think I'd be holding a screwdriver. But there's a tip. Here's a close up of it. Can you see it? I don't know if it'll focus. But yeah, it's great. I've had a couple of these that I put some hard use, which is why decided to buy this knife again, because I know it can take the abuse, right? So this one is in pretty much pristine condition. I haven't done anything to it. I haven't even batoned or chopped anything with it. It's strictly my self-defense knife. I decided to see the quality, if the quality was still consistent after Cold Steel sold the company, after Lynn Thompson sold the company to what was it, GSM Knives or something like that, some obscure company, whatever. But so I decided to get, and it just I'm actually impressed because um, even with this sheath, now I've had it in this sheath before, obviously, but this sheath here, I mean, for the bang for the buck that you're getting with this knife is I don't think there's a better value out there. Hey, buddy. Like look at this. Like look. No sound. Now, check out my BK7, which costs like, I don't know, like 3-4 times the Cold Steel. Listen to this. Okay, now I'm holding the dangler, right? Hear that? Yeah. So, yeah. What a difference, man. What a difference. So I'm glad I have this knife. It's great, easily concealable. Sheath is great. I don't know why people knock the sheath. I mean, it does dull the blade. I try to pull it out as I'm rubbing it against the spine of the knife as I'm drawing it out. That way, it doesn't dull the bevel, the blade, right? So this knife is a great knife. It's 7-inch blade, 4 3/4 inch handle. It's thick. It's a workhorse. Law enforcement, military people carry it. All kinds of people carry it. Perfect knife for self-defense, concealable. And this is what I carry. This is what I will carry. My BK7 will, of course, be for strictly bushcraft. This knife. Why I chose this knife over any other is because of the fact that this knife here, you you can it does anything you throw at it, right? Which is perfect. So, say for example, if I'm in a car and we break down, like on the highway somewhere, and we're stuck out in the woods, driving through a state or a province, like I could actually take this knife and chop down trees, prep a fire, skin game, whatever, man. It'll do it, you know. Although it is a self defense, it's a combat knife. It'll do all those things, which is why you're getting the most value for your money. This knife is just, man, and not to mention that this company here at Cold Steel is the first company to popularize the Tanto, the American Tanto, right? Although Bob Bloom was the originator of the American Tanto, Cold Steel is actually the first company that manufactures and produces and sells modern Tantos. So that's a pretty cool little fact. So you're at that price, you can't beat it. You're getting an American classic. It's the one and only, the original, and it's still good to this day. Like, it's still a great knife, and hair shaving sharp, and yeah. So if you have any questions, let me know. Hit me up. Peace.